Come and join us today at the Ponce Inlet Lighthouse and Museum, which is open daily at 10 a.m., usually closing at 9 p.m. Last admission is at 8. This is Florida's tallest lighthouse, and you can actually climb to the top, which is 175 feet. When you first walk in, you enter into a gift shop. I'm not going to show every little thing in here, but it reminded me of Hobby Lobby. So if you're looking for any decor that has a lighthouse on it, pirates, sea turtles, or mermaids, this is the place for you. And a big thank you to Daytona Beach Visitors Bureau for having us out. This is part 3 of our trip to Ponce Inlet, which is actually only 10 miles of Daytona Beach. This is a museum and a National Historic Landmark. In 1998, it became a National Historic Landmark, and this lighthouse is one of the few light stations in the country that still possesses all of its original keepers' dwellings and outbuildings. So that's what these buildings are. So this is the first building to the left. It's the Woodshed Theater building, and it plays a video about every 20 minutes talking about the history of the lighthouse. It basically just shows the carpentry tools, some things that you can buy in the gift shop, and then you can stop and read a lot of facts about it. How the storage was used for wood and tools. They did not have indoor plumbing, so they also had outhouses. And fun fact, in 2017, I did some maternity pictures here with Jack in my belly. It has some special memories.
This is that house right there.
Oh wow.
That tripped out?
That is. Still standing.
It looks newer than what it did back then.
It does. It looks nicer. Like it was restored.
Keeper's dwelling. This is where the second assistant slept, apparently.
This building here talks about lighthouse life. It says few records exist about the personal lives of the people who lived here. Some of the missing information comes from archaeological finds. Paint cans, nails, dry cells, and tools tell what the men did all day, and the women's work is represented by spools, clothespins, buttons, and pens. They also have children's toys that have been found here, recalling a time when television, computers, and cell phones did not exist. They talk about the history of racing on the beach, which is pretty cool, and then of course you have to have an old school typewriter. Food remains found in Keeper's trash pit. Whoa, they found all the food over here. Okay.
That's crazy. Each keeper's dwelling had a pantry. This was where the keeper's wife stored her cooking utensils.
Yeah. Well, times have changed.
Yeah,
good for me. It's good for me. If you were a lighthouse kid, these were your toys. Look, this was all you had to like play with back then. And they also talk about how the lighthouse kids lived. This is the principal keeper's dwelling. And it said they made about $760 a year. The assistants made $560. To sum up this room, this basically explained the restoration of the lighthouse. Basically, they explained that when they replaced and fixed it up, they wanted to use the originals or copies that have been created from old plans and designs, trying to use authentic material when possible.
Oh, look, yeah, they showed it before and afters.
Okay, so 1970 was the entrance. I like the restoration. Looks nice. Same building, 2019. Cute.
Okay.
And that's where they're restoring it, I think.
It's now.
Maybe so.
It looks like the newer model.
I saw that was on, and then I swear it turned off.
I mean, it might. What are these?
It was catching the...
Oh.
So, now see, look how it bends the laser? It'll bend it really good here.
Ah, that's cool. Like, goes the other way. It's supposed to, probably. Push to rotate.
Station 3 explains the two basic styles of Fresnel lenses,
I'm doing that, don't worry.
and rotating.
Oh, cool.
These two panels are designated by...
So the Indian, look, it's a real Indian boat.
Pumpkin Indians actually rode in this.
So this was built in 1835. Yeah, he's Andrew Jackson. 1835 lighthouse.
So that lighthouse came down.
Oh, wow. And explains that the local residents were terrified of the Seminole attacks. It was actually really neat, though, to see some of the Indian artifacts that they have. If you're someone who loves history, I would recommend coming here and taking your time to look at everything. There's so much to see and to read. not only about the history of the lighthouse, but also how the people lived during this time period and history of Florida. We're going to quickly show the house to the left here. You can't actually go inside, but it's Gladys Meyer Davis's home. They have it blocked off because they don't want it to get destroyed. They want to keep it just as it is, as it would have been decorated in 1890. There was a bit of a glare, so it was kind of hard to see though. Next, we are climbing all the way to the top of the lighthouse, which is the first time we have ever done this. This tower is 175 feet, and it took 3 years to build. 203, balcony to deck. Oh gosh, I already lost count. I didn't do it. Are you counting? Count out loud, Pumpkin. It's okay.
Sorry. Sure.
Doing good.
Anyone talk to me?
No, I forgot.
Every time it's every 12 steps. Wait.
Is it 12 steps every time? I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4. I counted 22. 203. That's funny.
I'm sorry, I forgot I'm recording. I'm scared too. Wow. This is where you use your camera to do this.
Good.
Almost there. Hey, almost there. This was not 203 steps. No, it was not.
Well, that feels like.
It does. And I feel like
And it's
Yeah. There. Me too.
don't worry. I mean, take a break. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. I can see South America.
South America.
We made it! We made it! Oh my gosh! That is so perfect!
Yeah. Yeah, I did it. Oh, it feels so good up here. The wind.
okay, it's worth it for this view.
So as you can see, the view is gorgeous. It is worth the hike. And actually, we ran into some firefighters who went up these stairs 9 times while we were there, which I admit that is some great exercise.
Plug look, I see a boat.
Okay,
No, I'm
New
gonna
Smyrna
take a quick break.
and Ponce Inlet. That's where they're separated.
That where?
That's New
The line?
Smyrna
Oh, okay.
and Ponce
And
Inlet.
Ponce Inlet. Oh, okay.
Is
And
that
they're separated by this like sand, this rock, like wall, whatever it's called. I forgot what they're called. The Marine Center's right there.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. They're building the...
Yeah, there's a
Right
new
there.
thing.
where is it?
And then there's the
Right
birds
there.
that we were just at over here.
Oh, yeah, see the birds?
I see the marine sign.
Okay, so it's worth it for the view. My goodness, this is cool.
I think Disappearing Island is over here.
Yeah, I'm good here.
Disappearing Island, you can see like the shore. And it does, of course, disappear, but you can stand right in the middle there, which is really cool.
We're actually not that high.
Yes, we are.
We're pretty high.
I mean, it's about as tall as some of the water slides we've been on.
But
The
you
project
can't
was
go up
funded-
there. You can't go up there.
Okay.
No, that's where the actual
It says public access to the lantern room is restricted.
So it just goes up so far. Oh, it's locked right there.
That's pretty cool though. Right up there. You know, Mommy climbed the Statue of Liberty. That was worse than this. I forget how many steps there are.
There's probably more than 200.
I did. I also think it would be worth it to come back here just to view the beautiful sunset from up here, as well as a nighttime view. When they close at 9 o'clock mostly, it would be perfect during the fall or winter months to come at night, or just to time it out with that sunset. And like I mentioned, this is part 3 of things to do in Ponce Inlet. The first one we did was down the Hatch restaurant, which is right down the road from here, as well as the Marine Science Center. So there is quite a bit to do. We actually ended up talking with one of the firefighters up there, just hearing some of his crazy stories and fires he's had to deal with in the area. So that was really neat. And then of course we had to go back down the 203 steps. We went a little slower just because of the kids. The very top staircase right there is a little bit steeper, but then it opens up a little more. Let us know if you've been here or if you would climb it yourself. We did it, guys. How were the steps?
You know what I was doing? I thought I would just roll up.
Well, you did good. Pumpkin, where are you running? It's a couple more things this way, and then we're gonna head out.
Here's an old school fountain from the 80s. Drinking fountain from the 80s. Here's a generator room.
So this generator building houses the radio room exhibit, which includes information and artifacts relevant to the role of the lighthouse in both world wars. And it said that room is still much as it was during World War II, with artifacts dating back to the early 1930s. Now we are almost done with the tour. We're going into this building here, which is the Lens Exhibit Building, which opened in 1995. I remember this a long time ago. This is probably the neatest building.
Gorgeous. That's so rare. No, I'll stay here the rest of the day.
It goes over the restoration of the lighthouse lenses and talks about the procedure that they have to do to restore it. Fix lenses, fires, and towers. Candles, chandeliers, oil lamps. Looks like a lighthouse fuel. Some more lamps over here. Cape Canaveral Lighthouse. It says first order. Yes, that was a bad Star Wars joke, but then we had even more stairs, but I did it. They have a lot of different lenses here that have been restored, and I guess back in the day they were so impressed with the restoration that they did there that they sent a lot of the lenses there for them to fix it. It's a 16th century anchor. It was recovered by the U.S. Coast Guard in the Bahamas. Oil storage house, completed in 1887. I hope this video was informative and somewhat entertaining. Stay tuned, as we do hope to cover more things to do outside of the theme parks, and of course we'll be doing the theme parks as well, like Universal and Disney. Lots of fun coming up too with Halloween, a road trip we're doing, and of course then after that, Christmas events. And a big thank you to Maddie and LaShave for helping support our channel. People like you help us to keep going and doing what we love.
Stay up and hit subscribe for more videos. Go to our channel, subscribe, and subscribe, and subscribe.
Click these 2 videos if you want to see our part 1 and part 2 of things to do in Ponce Inlet. First one being a delicious seafood restaurant, and the second one being the Marine Science Center. And thank you so much for watching.